Hysterical high spots in American history is pretty good. Would I say it's hysterical? Well, there are certainly some entertaining bits, including two characters who I'll mention in a moment. And for me as a Brit, with a pretty poor knowledge of American history, I found it really fascinating. This is a Walter Lantz production cartoon from 1941. It's directed by Walter Lantz and written by Ben Hardaway, with voices provided by Hardaway, Mel Blanc, Sara Berner, and Pat McGeehan. And as you can imagine, it is a snapshot of American history from way, way back in time, from the beginning of American history, if you like, up until the war. And it is very much a snapshot. We are told a fact, there's a brief animation to go along with it, we quickly move on to the next one. But as I said, for me, with a very limited knowledge of American history, it is getting better. My knowledge is growing, largely through cartoons, I have to say. But for me, I actually did learn a little bit along the way, and there were some bits that I found to be really fascinating, and some bits that I thought were quite entertaining. It's very well animated. A couple of characters are a little awkwardly depicted, as one might imagine from a 1940s cartoon, but in general, that's not the case. And two characters in particular I loved. The first time they were on screen, I thought it was quite fun, but then they appear again, and by that point, it was very funny. It's the two women who get excited at the men. You'll know exactly which bit I mean, and there's just something about those characters that I thought it was just absolutely fantastic. That's probably for me the funniest bit. There were some comedic bits throughout, but that for me was probably a highlight in terms of the comedy. It is very well animated. The characters have quite different animation styles, actually, depending on whether it's a historical figure, a specific historical figure, or just a random character. There are subtle differences in the animation style, which helps to keep it visually very engaging, as everything's quite different scene to scene. And we have some great music to carry things forward at a really steady pace. It is a very, very quick cartoon, as I said, but actually I'd be quite keen to watch it again. There might be things I didn't pick up on, things that I missed, by which I mean facts, things that I want to learn about. I did learn a few things, and it's really interesting, very well animated, and quite funny. If you like Walter Lantz cartoons in general, or you're just looking for a good animation from the 1940s, or indeed if you want to learn more about American history, then Hysterical High Spots in American History is definitely worth checking out. From my position as a Brit, I rather enjoyed it.